Hello right bags, it's Jade Plays Games back with another Fortnite Battle Royale video. Update 2.2 is nearly ready to drop. It's going to be coming on Thursday the 18th of January. The brand new locations you're seeing in the video in the background, loads of new stuff happening with it, loads of changes under the hood of the game to make it more faster, more reliable, quicker, better. So let's take a look at all the patch notes. We're going to go through all exactly what's happening, and then we may take a look at this video again and just pause it and take a little quick look at some of the stuff that's happening, including football. Let's get on it. Fortnite Battle Royale brand new update. So there you go guys, that is the brand new update 2.20 coming to Fortnite on 18th of January. Don't know exactly what time it's going to be. As soon as it drops though, I will do a quick video telling you guys it's ready to go. Normally when these kind of big updates happen, it does mean there's a significant downtime, maybe lasting a couple of hours, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Alongside the 2.20 update launching, we're also getting rid of the Battle Royale event. That's going to be finishing now on January the 18th. So there's going to be no more snow launchers, anything like the Christmas lights in the bushes. They're all going to be gone. And they've got loads of improvements specifically for the scoped AR, voice chat and loads of stuff. So let's go through all the patch notes. I'm going to be doing full guides on each of the brand new locations, showing you exactly where every single chest could possibly be and some of the better buildings to land in. Alongside the patch as well, they've got brand new information about the Battle Pass. Now, I'm not too keen on this. If you don't know, the Battle Pass, the first one you could buy, you could use your actual V-Bucks to buy it. But in the future, they're saying it's going to be real money, which is pretty crappy, really. So if you've been amassing loads of V-Bucks, maybe you've been doing it on the PvE side of the game, because that's the only place you can actually earn V-Bucks at the moment, then you won't be able to spend it on the new Battle Pass. It's going to be Season 3, technically, of the Battle Pass. This is Season 2 stuff you're seeing right here. And supposedly you're going to get a free 5-tier head start in Season 3 when you purchase the Season 2 Battle Pass. And that is really crappy and crazy, because if anyone's not bought the Season 2 Battle Pass now, they reckon it's going to cost up to 75 to 150 hours to unlock everything. Now, I've not been playing Fortnite as much as I've wanted to lately, so I'm not the highest level. I think I'm only like level 9, level 10. But I know people that have been grinding out every day and they've still only just got to the special Battle Pass level of 34. They've put loads of hours into it, so I can't see how anyone's necessarily going to be able to unlock all this stuff just by getting a head start. Then again, I suppose it's just an extra little, way of encouraging you to do it. So if you have got some V-Bucks going, maybe you want some of them motes. I've shown them all off before, so you should know what they all are now. I'm sure you've been seeing them and getting jealous of some of the people with the black mask one. Remember, you've only got till February the actual 14th to earn all of your Season 2 from the Battle Pass items. That's when it finishes. It also says here, buy 10 Battle Pass tiers for the price of 6 with this special bundle in store. Again, I'm not a big fan of this. On the actual menu screen, if there's a tier that you can't get to and you really want that stuff, you can pay the V-Bucks to actually get it. Well, now they're going to just make it that you can buy a bundle to up yourself or boost yourself up the season pass. It really stinks of just trying to milk as much money as possible. We all know Fortnite is free, we all know it's fantastic, and they can make their money with cosmetics. But having the Battle Pass should be that way. You shouldn't then have to have boosts to increase your Battle Pass. But anyway, let's carry on. The pre-game lobby now supports voice chat, so you can actually have a conversation in before you start the game. And straight on to the actual patch notes to do with the weapons. They've removed the scoped AR from supply drops. They've updated the scope for the scoped AR, replaced the old narrow arrow reticle with a more modern design. It should be easier to tell when you are aiming and where your crosshair actually is. The snowball launcher has been replaced by the normal grenade launcher, and they've slightly increased the size of the grenade loot. They fixed some bugs with grenades so that when they explode, they're not hitting shallow water, not working properly. They fixed an issue where the grenade toss animation ended prematurely. Fixed the boogie bomb effect will now kick players out of weapon targeting, and players can no longer place traps while affected by the boogie bomb. Explosion effects now play properly on water surfaces. Gameplay, friendly fire is now disabled. This is exploratory and subject to change. We're closely evaluating this and want your feedback. I think that's a great addition. I don't know why you would have it that you can shoot your teammates. It's really stupid. I know it's part of the tactics sometimes. You've got to be careful about shooting your teammates and that can add something to the game, but I still think it's much better that you don't do damage to your fellow teammates. Players will now immediately aim their weapon upon landing on the ground if they press and hold the aim button while in the air. Pickups no longer take priority over reviving DBNO squad members, and empty chests and metal streetlights will no longer block players from building. Cornstalks are now destroyed upon taking any damage. Bug fixes, they've adjusted how many ammo crates drop and they don't overlap the ammo box itself. They're attempting to use a scope while playing in a moat will now cancel the animation, fix an issue that prevented players from picking up eliminate players' items, fix an issue which caused supply drops to pass through player built structures, fix an issue which caused the trap to deal no damage if a ramp or roof is placed in front of the trap, build mode visuals no longer persist when using a launch pad, fix an issue that allowed players to see through the smoke grenade, you can now move forward and backwards whilst gliding when facing straight up and down, and the cozy campfire trap no longer heals eliminated players. Well, that's probably the most stupid one. How did they have that in it? Fix an issue which caused the glider to sometimes deploy sideways after using a launch pad. So what have they changed for the world? The map has been updated with the brand new interests, so we're going to be taking a look at that. Like I said to you in yesterday's video, the biomes have all been changed as well. They're going to be more fresh. They're going to represent exactly what the biome really is instead of it all just being the same sort of green grass. Players now interact with grass and foliage as they walk through it, added water effects when entering and exiting water, added a post-process effect for when your camera goes below the water surface. It also now looks like you're actually underwater and you can no longer see for an infinite distance. Added ammo boxes to Dusty Depot. Increased the amount of metal harvested from shipping containers, and water no longer blocks bullets and projectiles. Oh damn. The item shop has changed. Starting on January 17th, players should see 6 daily store slots instead of 4, and starting on January 21st, 2018, the weekly item shop is changed to the featured item shop. Offers will update twice instead of once. So they're really going for it now with the stuff that you can buy, trying to make their money on this game. 40 million players. It's understandable they want to make some money, and people buying skins is okay, but I still, they're just, I don't like it. I don't like their plans, what they're doing with the battle pass and the prices of stuff with the boosts. So, UI changes. Sniper elimination feed messages now include elimination distance in meters. When spectating a far away player, a loading message may be displayed for a short time and the game world will appear after loading completes. You cannot switch to another spectated player until the load completes. The reset building choice option now defaults to off in Battle Royale, and they've added a new option to select which voice chat input device to use. Now there's a few other little fixes and issues there, but I'm not really going to go through them because they're pretty boring. So the new part of the performance is that they're added level streaming. So I told you guys it's like Minecraft where it used to load in the chunks. So it's not going to be just one big map anymore and only certain bits of terrain may pop in and out. The actual map itself won't load at distances. So it'll only start loading up when you get closer to it. Hopefully this means it's going to be much better. There's not going to be as much lag or as much rubber banding for some people. But there is a worry that obviously you may run into chunks that haven't loaded up properly. So we'll have to see how that goes. Improved frame rate by greatly reducing the number of objects that need to be updated. Loading times have been greatly improved. It's over twice as fast to load into a match on PS4 and Xbox One. Loading content before matchmaking now completes quicker. Greatly reduced hitching when garbage collecting memory every minute. Greatly reduced hitching caused by updating objects when the time of day changes from day to night and vice versa. They've reduced the amount of system and GPU memory used, and they've optimized the visual effects when distant buildings are hit. Improved overall frame rate by optimizing how player animation and footsteps are handled, and the cozy campfire and boogie bomb items no longer cause a hitch when they're first time in a match. Also, encountering players with specific skins for the first time in a match no longer causes a hitch. There's a few things to do with art and animation. Again, I'm not going to go through that lot. Cosmetic items can now be rotated in the locker and store pages. Left click and drag on them, or use the right thumbstick on the controller to rotate them. Remove the winter theme from the pre-game lobby. So that is it. That is all the patch notes for the 2.20. Apart from obviously the battle pass and the 5 points of interest, I mean they are huge things. There's still not too much going on. It's all just under the hood. It's going to be improvements to the game that you might not necessarily notice at first. So I'm hopeful that after a good few matches we'll get a real picture of exactly how the game's progressing with like reduced lag, reduced hitching as they call it, and stuff like that. What are you most looking forward to seeing out of the 5 points of interest? Is it the Tilted Towers? Is it Snobby Shores? Is it the Haunted Hills? Or is it Junk Junction? Not forgetting, of course, Shifty Shafts. Let's take a look exactly at these in a bit more detail, what's going on with them. The town here is actually in the middle of a bunch of cliffs, so you'll be able to get a vantage point from these cliffs into some of these buildings. So that would be interesting as well to take out people. See here we've got the Shifty Shafts. It's not just going to be one mine shaft, although there's lots of corridors. There's lots more going on with it. There's obviously some extra buildings around it, and inside there's going to be metal. I wonder if you can actually tear up the tracks to get metal. That should be pretty interesting. Junk Junction is a pretty typical junkyard, and I'll put big money on there being regular chests on some of them cranes somewhere. After that we've got the Haunted Hills, where this motel is going to reside, or it's going to be part of. At least that's where the only place I can see it being, alongside this spooky graveyard and church, and you've got a few crypts lying around as well, so that's going to be interesting. See if you can get into like that top tower and break down. Hopefully there'll be a big massive loot chest in there. And then lastly, we've got this. It's an actual football stadium. I have no idea where this is. I can't imagine it's in the city. It doesn't look like there's a big enough space for it, but we'll have to see when it finally drops. The update is launching Thursday, the 18th of January. Make sure you're tuned in. Make sure you've got my notifications turned on. I'll be doing a live stream on the night, and I'll be showing you, like I said, the guides to all the brand new locations. I'm Jade Plays Games. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you ratbags later.